Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Asdivine Menace on Nintendo Switch. So, how did everything go? We were able to take care of your request. However, we don't have anything to prove. Not a problem. My all-seeing maid's eye knows everything. I see. Huh? No comeback? That's sad. Where's the tuggy? I take it you mean boat? With your request being so sudden and all, it's a tad unreasonable to expect one today. But don't worry, we're tinkering one together. Tinkering? I mean, what I meant to say is we're going to build the best boat you've ever seen. We should have it ready for you by morning, so why not take a pill and chill over at the inn until then? We'll do that. What about food? We can eat while we are waiting. Yay! Let's head over to there now. That was yummy to Noelle's tummy. You eat a lot, don't you, Noelle? But where does all that food go? What? It doesn't go into her stomach? And that's not what I meant. Noelle, come here and let me wipe your mouth. You're just like a mother to her, Litany. It was merely unsightly to see her face like that. All right. Are you being contacted from Asdivine? Yes, and there's something I've been wanting to ask. Pedals! No, this time it seems to be Minerva. Can you hear me, Minerva? Yes, no problems here. Do you have any recollection of the name Jane Glory? That is... It's the name of the human I encountered today. However, I was almost certain I'd heard it somewhere before. Of course you have. It is none other than Keith's great-granddaughter. What? If you remember, Keith's last name is Glory, and while I don't mean to accuse, do not tell me you have forgotten. Izayoi. Then this Jane has received her divine powers through Keith, which enables her to cross between worlds. That solves one mystery, however. For you to forget the last name of a friend means you must be suffering from memory loss. It was a name I never called him by, so I asked you to overlook it this once. In any case, Izayoi, I will be certain to let Keith know about Jane myself. Please do. Now, has anything changed on your side? At present, everything is peaceful in Asdivine. Also, thanks to Freya, the murk is slowly being sublimated a little at a time. And that's good to hear. But about this last spirit with you. Noelle, will you please stop poking me? How can you enjoy doing such things when you cannot even feel me? Because it's fun. Somehow I have the feeling you would get along quite well with Iris. I just cannot understand your fascination with such simple-minded things. In any case, it is about time to return to my business here in Asdivine. But there was one other thing, Izayoi. What is it? I hear a team made from Kenya Nuts works wonders to vaccinate against idiots. That is all I have to say. Ah, the spectacles went bye-bye. Is it just me, or was that glare I received from Minerva colder than usual? You get what you deserve, fool. Party has free time. Where's everyone? We'll be traveling by boat tomorrow, won't we? I sure hope we'll be able to sail like Anchor and Scuttle, not end up running aground. Let's work together. While I don't think that we'll be able to match their skill, with the four of us working together, we should be able to make up any slack and navigate safely to our destination. Then is there anything I can do to help? Of course, cooperate with everyone. You're absolutely right. Don't screw up. You clumsy. Izayoi, give Noelle a huggy. Like this? Is that what you wanted? Yeppy, Noelle loves it. More and more. She's already really annoying me. Oh boy, her character's getting on my nerves. In the water of this world, I am not able to move as easily as in Lamel, which would make it even more difficult if I were to fall into the ocean. If that happens, I'll see. So don't worry about it. Why do you suddenly think I would be so careless? It may be you. And that's a possibility. And if that does happen, you save me. But if it's the other way around, I'll save you. Help each other, huh? I do prefer that way of thinking. Very well, I will look for your help if necessary. That Jolie Curie over at the guild is an energetic one. She always comes and greets me with a loud voice. There are several mercenaries willing to go to the woods northeast of here, but those willing to travel to the eastern continent are none. Maybe it's scary there. Maybe it smells like bark mulch. It's probably time I got some rest. A few weeks could do me some good. What I'm after will be mine. I can't sleep. What's the matter, Izayoi? Did I wake you? Please don't worry about it. Can't you sleep? No. Then, why don't I sing you a lullaby? A lullaby? Sure, I often used to sing them to my other half. I mean, the shadow spirit Nasrullah, to help him fall asleep. He used the conch out pretty quickly, so I'm sure it'll help you too. In that case, please do. Okay, here goes. Go to sleep, my precious. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, my... Ouch. Why'd you do that, Litany? Those are my lines exactly. What is it you're doing at this hour of the night? I'm singing a lullaby. Can't you see it put Izayoi to sleep? Actually, he is... Would you like me to sing you a lullaby too? I must decline your generous offer. Maybe another time then. However, if you are able to incapacitate Izayoi, then you have accomplished your task. I will put him to bed. As for yourself, take some rest. Have a good night yourself. The volume pitch could have knocked a mountain unconscious if she had not stopped. As for you, pleasant dreams. Wakey, wakey. Whoa. Happy morning. Yourself as well. Noelle is waiting outside for Izayoi. As energetic as ever, I see. Huh. When did I come to bed last night? Maybe I'm suffering a lapse of memory. Good morning. Same to you. Are you okay, Izayoi? Why wouldn't I be? Maybe it's best if you do not remember. At any rate, let us visit the guild. Our boat should be ready by now. Tuggy, tuggy! Maybe we can pitch Noelle overboard then. Did she fall asleep standing up? That's definitely a skill if I've ever seen one. No, not the weak course in pain tolerance. Have mercy. Huh? Was it all a dream? I'm saved. You appear to be awake now. Yikes, I mean, sorry about my jumpy reaction. Now, it was the boat you were here about, right? It's ready to go. Come follow me. Watch this, sis. Wow, what a beautiful flower. And you made it with your magic? That's amazing. It's my original illusion magic. I'm still practicing on it, so this is all I can do right now. You should have more confidence in yourself. This is already something to be proud of. You think so? I know so. I love your magic, Alex. And of course, you too. Thanks, sis. Don't be weird like Pornhub. Sis, do you miss your sister? Miss her? No. She's the one who denied me. Oh, it is Pornhub. That's right, isn't it? I didn't mean to bring it up. But don't worry, Alex. No matter what anyone says to you, I'll never deny you. I'm on your side. As long as you don't leave me, I'll never leave you. Ever. Sis. Ta-da! Here's the boat I'm going to let you borrow. What do you think? Pretty nice, huh? It looks like any other boat. Yes, it does look pretty average, doesn't it? That's not very kind after all my effort. But would you like to know how to sail it? Yeah, sure. Pay close attention while I explain. Riding on the ship while standing adjacent to the boat on land, a right icon will appear in the lower right corner or lower right of the screen. Pressing the A button will cause the party to board. When attempting to deboard, the boat must be aligned with the shore for the get off icon to appear. Pressing the A button departs, or deboards the ship. There are also a few places where the boat cannot be deboarded: diagonal shores, bridges, and reefs. You should also be careful of small islands or suspicious islands that can only be reached by boat. And that's all, unless you need me to explain it again. No, I'm fine. Okay, but remember, you can always check the help section of the menu anytime you should need it. Now, I'll see you around. Rhaenyra was supposed to be in Polaris Shrine, wasn't she? That's right, the shrine itself is south of Gemini Town. Even if that is so, according to the map, it is beyond this continent. We will have a long road ahead of us to reach it. And let's keep our eye on the map as we make our way. Moreover, we'll likely encounter monsters on the water, so we should be prepared for anything. Okay. Is there pitfalls? There must be pitfalls. Let's see, the first door is over here. Let's see what's over here. Interesting. Queen Venera. Welcome back, Rotona. I can't tell you how wonderful it is to be back. Now, to explain what has been going on. I tried many times in an attempt to foresee a different future, but the events were the same each time. Then the future with our worlds enveloped in the murk and thereafter destroyed has still not changed. Knowing your ability to foresee the future has always been accurate unless we do something. This is my personal thought, but do you suspect the one behind the events 100 years ago in Asdivine is somehow connected? Odium? I say this because the phenomenon that occurred in Lamel was very much like what happened in your world. That's true, however, Odium is no more. Yes, that we're certain of. Then is it possible for another like him to have come into being? What you're saying is an impossibility. Yet the only ones able to cross between worlds would either be a deity or a spirit with strong powers. There would be no humans able to do so. Then maybe we should suspect this is the work of a deity. I find that a difficult proposition, since it's rare for a deity to leave their own world. Izayoi, are you sure you should be are you sure you should be the one saying that? Evil Eye. What I'm trying to say is, for a deity to be able to leave their world, they'd need sufficient strength to maintain it from somewhere distant, and who else besides me can do that? As for myself, I don't know of any. And supposing there was, it's difficult to believe one would want to harm the world of another. Izayoi. Speaking of powerful deities besides Izayoi, there is Gaia in Tsusha. With Izayoi having lost much of his own powers, he may be equal in strength. Would Gaia, who has no interest in other worlds, really do such a thing? Personally, I can't imagine him going to such a length. However, I'm concerned about the situation in Tsusha. I'd also like to inform him about what you've foreseen. So Dona, I'm sure Gaia will listen if you speak to him. Could I have you contact him now? Absolutely. I appreciate it. Now, what to do from here on out? Yes, there was one thing I forgot to mention. We encountered humans able to cross between worlds. What do you mean? One is Jane Glory. She's the great-granddaughter of a human Izayoi entrusted a portion of his powers to 100 years earlier. Izayoi entrusted his powers to a human? Then I suppose it would be possible for a human to cross between worlds, wouldn't it? There was also one another, a blonde-haired magic user. He said this to us. What I'm after will be mine. Whether he was speaking of someone or something is unclear. The only thing he mentioned was it was a message, meaning there's another working from the shadows. Izayoi, was that human wearing a red scarf? Red scarf? Willie! Yes, I do recall he was. Then it may very well be Jane's younger brother, Alex Glory. We know she crossed worlds to find her missing brother, and since Alex has inherited the same powers she has, he would be able to do the same. So in light of the fact, there should be no doubts. So, these are Keith's great-grandchildren, huh? Let's assume this boy is Alex and continue our conversation. What Alex and the one behind this are after must be connected to the four of us. With them targeting whatever that is, it's guaranteed they'll come after us again. In order to find out what it is they're after, I'd prefer to keep my current party of companions. Of course, I also understand the dangers this involves. For that, I intend to protect you all to the extent I'm able. Izayoi. What is your decision, Rotona? I will leave whether you go or not to your judgment. I would like to join Izayoi in this investigation. Of course, I'm afraid of danger. Besides, with Izayoi, I have experienced many things I never would have. That's why I ask you please allow me to go for my own personal growth. I'll also leave the decision in your hands, Litany. Your Majesty. Then I wish to join Izayoi as well. However, I must clarify one matter. I am not in need of your protection. Therefore, I suggest you use your strength to protect yourself. I say this because there are many others worried about you. Please do the same for me. I'm plenty able to defend myself too. Noel 3! I appreciate you all agreeing to come along. Is it too early to be It is too early to be thanking us. The real challenge lies in what stands before us. I suppose that's true. It's about time we ended this conversation. Then I ask you to speak with Gaia. I'll get right on it. Izayoi, I'll go see Keith now. But what do you want to do about Alex? The more I hear about this Jane, the more I think she has simply misunderstood you, Izayoi. However, if the person with Alex is somehow the criminal behind all this, Keith is old, so refrain from giving him any undue stress. Also, avoid divulging any details regarding Alex. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, then we'll... What the? This is really bad, Queen Venera. Please catch your breath first and then speak. A massive flood of murk has suddenly began to spread across the eastern continent, and hordes of monsters are swarming in from everywhere. First Lamel, now Estrella. Either is doing what he can to handle the situation, but it won't be enough. I must return to Nebulous Village at once. Let's go see for ourselves. We might find our culprit. And please make for the human village near where the murk is coming from. Please let them know where it is. Right, northeast of here you'll find Scorpius Village. What is it? I remember the way there is blocked by a whirlpool during this time of the season. I will deal with it personally, so you'll be able to navigate the waters to your destination safely. We appreciate it. Now, Rotona, please take this. Let's see, green crystal. That is your new crystal. Please contact me through it anytime you need to communicate with me. Thank you. But what about my crystal from before? The one I gave you earlier has already fulfilled its purpose. Now, Izayoi, I ask you to head for Scorpius Village. We'll leave for there at once. Before that, I should write my name on this. Has this already become a habit? Noelle wants to write Noelle's name too. When the time comes and you receive a crystal of your own, you can do it then. Okay. There we go. Now I shouldn't have to worry if I lose my crystal this time. And that's good. Now let's head out. Yes, I'm ready to go. No, there isn't. Huh. Yeah, well, that's probably not important. What a strange world, huh? Spend a lot more time fighting in this game. Or I could just auto-fight everything, you know, in previous games in the series. Yeah, it seems like they want to make this one a little bit more challenging. Quite the jaunt. Rotona? What is this familiar yet not so familiar feeling I'm getting? I'm sure this is my first time coming here. No, it must be my imagination. In that case, let us speak with the residents. Okay. Let's see, change his fort status? Oh, I'm sure I'll need that at some point in time. Ooh, so expensive. I think it's wrong of us to make the priestess protect the entire village by herself, but there's no one else besides her who can fight. None? None. +5, ooh, wow. Why did it be so stingy, Steve? People like you more. Attributes. Menus, menus, menus. Nobody worships deities here in this village. Instead, we pray to Rotona. Is that the case? Rotona is kind, beautiful, and protects us. I love her so much. Really? After that last trembler and the spread of the black mist, we saw an increase in monsters. However, since we have the priestess Rotona here in our village, there is nothing we need to worry about. I see. You there, the priestess is resting right now. Please don't disturb her. I was just gonna sniff her underwear. What's the... I mean, I was just gonna say hi. The legend of the priestess Rotona has been passed down for over 2 centuries. I see. Priestess Rotona, huh? Coincidence or not, I have mixed feelings hearing the name of one of my companions here like this. Is Rotona okay? I think I'll be if I can just rest for a while. Izayoi, it is growing late and... Agreed. But we barely arrived here in the village and we haven't even had a chance to meet the priestess. Look, I'm just fine. You're not persuading anyone with that sick face. Nor should you pretend you can keep going when really you can't. Rather, it'd be best if you rest and regain your strength first. Are we clear? Yes. Now let's head over to the inn. That sick face. Our room is this way, Rotona. I'm coming. Izayoi, Don't look so nervous. You know she'll be much happier if you look happy yourself. Now, how about you go on yourself, Noelle? Okay. I didn't mean to contact you on a whim like this. It is never a problem. I assume it concerns Rotona. Yes. There's a legend that has been passed down about the priestess Rotona in the village. Its origin is from some 250 years earlier. Then, as you perceive, the priestess was the human form of the light spirit Rotona in her former life. I perceive you also know how spirits are born then. Yes, however, it was only recently I learned of it. We are similar in that respect. I never had any interest in how myself until a few short centuries ago. That is, after Rotona was born, I became fascinated with the spirits, and using my powers, I came to know everything. 250 years earlier, Rotona was revered by the village as a savior from the monsters. In fact, her magical powers were strong enough even from birth. However, in her fight against these same monsters, she perished. Her regret of not being able to protect the people she loved created murk, and by sublimating it, she was born. And even though the first priestess had died herself, there were other females with strong magic who continued to be born into the village ever since. That is why the cycle of the priestess Rotona being born, celebrated, protecting the village, and then losing her life to the monsters has been a never-ending one. Have these priestesses ever been sacrificed? Of course not. I would never allow such a thing. They cast themselves into battle by choice, and are, in return, loved by the villagers. I see. Why do you ask? Because there was such a situation in the past in Asdivine. Fortunately, however, it seems this world is different. Glad to know that. Rotona, shouldn't you rest a little longer? No, I'm okay. I slept rather well last night. However, that is not strawberry jam you are spreading on that bread. It's Tabasco sauce. Really? Oh no. What should I do? I never really like hot things, but it would be a waste to throw it away. Chomp. Ah, don't eat my hand. Nom 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 nom. Ah, please don't lick my fingers either. Noelle. Yeppy? Is that not hot? Yippee! Here, drink this water. Oh yeah, give her water. Give water to somebody who's consumed hot meals. That's not good. Where's the milk or ice cream or whatever? Or bread. Bread doesn't really seem to work though. Rotona, more. More? Noelle wants more. Okay, right away. She appears to like it. I wonder if it's not as hot as I thought. No, I'm sure it is only Noelle. I suggest you pass on eating it unless you have a taste for such things. If you say so. Rotona, you still do not appear to be your usual self. You should rest here a while longer. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. We'll go visit the priestess while you relax. Yeppy. Rotona left the party. Now we need to talk crap about Rotona. May I help you? My name is Izayoi, and this is Litany and Noelle. We're here from the guild, and we'd like to ask you about the tremblers in the murk. Black mist. I am in utter disbelief you told a lie to her like that. What are you talking about? We did come from the direction of the guild. Is that so? I'm Rotona, and I serve here as priestess of the village in order to protect it. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the reason for the black mist covering the land, but it appears to have come from Deneb Peak. Deneb Peak? It's the large mountain to the south of this village. At the time of that last trembler, the black mist and a horde of monsters descended upon us, making it especially difficult to deal with. You're fighting by yourself, aren't you? Don't you ever feel afraid? I have exterminated monsters many times prior to this, so no. And, while you may not believe me, it seems the spirits sometimes lend me their power. Can you see spirits? Not at their form, but somehow I can feel their presence. This is terrible, Rotona. Monsters! Monsters have come again to attack us. Where are they now? They approached the village before returning to the mountain. There's no telling when they'll make another attempt. I'll have to go deal with them myself. We are in your debt, Rotona. Wait, You don't intend on going alone, do you? That's the very reason why I'm here. If they return to the mountain, they must be baiting her. What do you suggest we do, Izayoi? Oh, is this where you've been? What's the matter? Has something happened? You had a friend resting at my place, right? She just ran off after the priestess. What? I appreciate you letting us know. Izayoi. Our destination is the next peak. Now let's hurry. Indeed. This is no time to lose. There's no time to lose. It's also not time to lose. All of a sudden have problems. Like this game loves to do. After you've already been somewhere. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Asdivine Menace on Nintendo Switch. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.